Hey guys, welcome. Super excited to have Joe on for today's session. We are going to be talking all about content creation for social media today. Joe's going to be talking about the AI prompts that he uses to scalably create content for three different locations that he owns. My name is Reagan. I'm the product marketing manager here at Wodify. I've known Joe for a couple years now. He is a longtime Wodify customer and a very successful gym owner. He is the founder of the Strip CrossFit, Tread Fitness in Las Vegas, and the Strip Barbell. Joe, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can more formally introduce yourself.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to talk AI content creation. I've gone to a couple of masterminds lately in the last year, and a lot of the kind of nuance around social media has kind of changed quite a bit. And the thing that everybody's kind of saying is that more media is better media, meaning that you need to just put out content. You need to be less worried about saying the same thing, doing it too frequently, and worrying about potentially your same members seeing it, because a lot of the content that you're going to put out there is new to most and forgettable within about 5 to 7 seconds of it actually going live or being out there, meaning that most people are seeing it for a quick scroll and then they're forgetting about it to go on for the rest of the day. We run AI as one of our pillars, or one of our different ways of being able to do marketing across our three gyms. It allows us to not only take our brand, but have some detail or giving Claude, which is what we're going to go through today, giving Claude detail about our gym, and then giving it the prompts to be able to replicate that over multiple posts that all say about the same thing. The biggest thing is that this is your voice. This is you, the gym owner, creating it and giving it the backstory and the way that you want it to speak, and then allowing it to multiply that over and over again over multiple posts so that you can take it off of your plate and be able to think about other things within your business. So one thing that I want to do, I was talking about it the other day, and I wanted to kind of think about it, is that I wanted to kind of just do a quick kind of thought process with everybody. And I'm going to share my screen. And what I want you to do is basically the first person that's able to unscramble these 5 words, I want you to put just like a thumbs up or something in the chat off to the side. So I'm going to share my screen. These are at random. They're 5 different fitness related topics. But what I want you to do is, as quickly as somebody can be able to decipher them, can everybody see my screen? Reagan, we're good?
Joe, I'm seeing the webinar.
Yeah. For now, I didn't flip to it yet. But as soon as I put it up there, the first person that's able to unscramble all 5 words, I just want you to put a thumbs up or go live or type in all 5 of the words right in there. And 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to give about a minute, 2 minutes. Maybe you can get them quicker. Maybe you can get them slower. But there's 5 fitness words. See who's able to do them first. Nobody yet? Do we need a bigger prize, Reagan? Can we give away like a month free? No, I'm just kidding. I can't. Yeah.
If you're buying, Joe, are you buying?
What's that?
I said,
I'm buying. Yes, I'll give that $25 gift card to Wodify. No. Anybody?
You guys can put your answer. If
Somebody's got it.
We've got people are saying that they figured out.
Sarah's got her hand raised.
We're not seeing
Awesome.
answers.
So what I want everybody to do is, anybody that has ChatGPT or Claude on their phone, I just want you to take a screenshot of it and say, answer this, and see how quickly AI can give you the answers. Take a picture of this screen. Literally just take a picture. You don't even have to type it in. Take a picture of the screen, say, please answer this. And within about 10 seconds, Claude will answer all 5 of them immediately for you. And all I'm trying to show or be able to present is that, like, yes, you are capable of being able to do this all by hand, But if given tools to be able to complete something and you're able to make it faster, the advantage of the gym owner would be to being able to condense the amount of time that it takes me to do these 5 tasks, and allowing AI and allowing automation to be able to kind of take it over for you. So that's kind of like what I want to kind of get at, is that, like, yes, you might be able to do it in person, but it takes you 5 minutes or 7 minutes or longer, depending on how it is. And you might get it wrong. But if you type it in and just take a picture of it with Claude, or use AI or use ChatGPT and say, hey, will you come up with this for me? It will give you the answer in about 7 seconds. I was actually at a baby shower and they had a word scramble, and I actually did this and somebody got mad at me for it, but I won the $25 coffee gift card. And I thought that it made a lot of sense to be able to show people that, like, hey, like, the things that you need to get done throughout the day, like, those are the things you should automate. The things that, like, that are repeatable and that you can then continue to be able to use over and over again to be able to kind of help your business so that you can focus on other things throughout the day. So what I've done, or what I've created, is basically an onboarding toolkit where today we're going to walk through the entire thing with one gym owner. We'll take you off mute. We'll ask you a couple of questions about your gym, but basically it's a toolkit where you will upload these prompts to Claude. It's going to basically interview you about your gym, ask you some questions, ask about how you would like it to be presented online. And then you're going to work through a couple of things to be able to create your own 90 or 120 day marketing blueprint. A little bit of social proof about it. I just wanted to kind of, Reagan had shown me. So, I mean, in our last 30 days, my CrossFit page has over 325,000 views. Using this along with other, again, we stack different styles of marketing, but this is one of the main things that we use. We put out 10 pictures per day with the same message across all platforms. We have 325,000 views on this one. Our tread one has almost 600,000 views in the last 30 days. And our barbell one has close to 468,000 views. So again, I'm not saying that this is overnight success. What I'm saying is it's a rock in the kind of everything that needs to be done to be able to get your gym more views and be able to have more people know about the things that you're looking to present. Same thing as if you create a podcast. Day one, you might have 1 or 2 followers, 1 or 2 people watching it, but it's 6 months, 12 months of being consistent and being able to continually tell people your message and tell them about your gym is what's going to make you different from every other gym in your area, is that you're consistently reminding people that you exist. And when the pain point is high enough, that now is the time that they take action and they hopefully look and find your gym. So what we're going to create today, this is one, I'm going to go into mine. So what we're going to create today is the basis of what we do on a daily of posts. So it's going to create something that looks like this. You're going to take pictures. It's going to put the prompt or put the headline over top of the picture. Front rows and favorites aren't our thing. And then it's going to tell you or give you a description of like what everybody else does and how we're different. So the Strip CrossFit and a lot of group fitness environments, there's a social hierarchy. Regulars get the good spots. They get the inside jokes, the extra attention. You don't fit the mold, haven't been there long enough. You're just background. And then ours are how we're different. There's no front row politics at Strip CrossFit. Coaches pay attention to the persons who need it most, which is usually the newest person in the group. Everyone starts somewhere. We make sure it's a good point for you. And then every single post has our testimonial of why you should believe us. That's going to be different for every gym, depending on kind of like what you feel is the things that set you apart from everyone else. But that's the thing that you want as the constant reminder, or the constant across all the different social media things that you produce, is that like, hey, I need to have something that tells people what you're doing and how that is, and making sure that it's apparent on every single thing that you post. Hey, follow us, and then why you should believe that we are the best for you, for your training at it. So what we're creating, like I said, is the blueprint in the template for these headlines that go over top of the picture. And every single one of these actual like works These are all AI created. I gave it the initial prompts, but every single one is built out based on how I talk openly in my prompting. So what we're going to do now is these are going to be in the notes. Reagan says that all 3 of the files are going to be in there. I'm going to show you the 3 different ones. We have the onboarding kit for gym owners, which is how you'll give Claude kind of the background of what you're about, what your gym's about. If you're a CrossFit gym, if you're a boot camp, all that type of stuff. You're then going to create that 90-day content template. Again, everything is just copy and paste. I'm going to show you how easy all that is. And then it's going to give you the Instagram post creator. What you're going to do is, again, you will have to make sure you have some pictures of your gym. They don't need to be current members. I mean, if you have pictures from an event months ago or a year ago, or you had a photographer come in, or you need to create some, just get some pictures of your gym. You can do it with as little as 1 picture a day. We do it with 10 different pictures a day across all 30 days. So it's 300 posts just on this one style of post per month across each gym. So we're doing 900 posts across tread, CrossFit, and barbell that I do this all within about 2 hours every Monday for all 3 gyms. And I do it the first Monday of the month, and I set up the entire month for the entire thing. Any questions so far?
Yeah,
Anybody?
quick question. So are you using, I'm assuming you're using a paid Claude account when you are doing this. Have you tried using?
No, you can do it with a free paid,
okay.
or you can do it with a free Claude. I actually have a brand new, non-built out, it knows nothing about me yet, that I just started today. Shows free over here in the bottom left. You do not need a paid version of Claude to be able to do any of this. To do some of the coding, some of the bigger steps, if you were to do all 30 days of marketing and as one, like sit down and, hey, I want you to do all 30 days, here's 30 photos, you may need to upgrade to the $19 a month one. But if you just did one a day, or if you did it once a week, you'd be fine with just the free version. Good question. Anything else?
Yeah, Bill had a question. So
Yeah.
Bill is asking how many posts per day per gym. I know, Joe, you're doing a very specific thing right now. I want to just talk about the difference between what you'll recommend today.
So I think it's a lot like nutrition. I think it's a lot like fitness. I think you need to start. I think you need to like continue to do it for a period of time. And then as you get more comfortable, you can layer on more skills. Currently at just the Strip CrossFit, I do in the course of 7 days or 1 week, we do 70 still photos with headline, description, and post, 3 carousels, 3 videos, and 4 call to actions. It breaks down to about 12 to 15 posts per day. Automated. Started with 1. Again,
today we're focusing on one.
We're focusing on 1. We're focusing on, hey, this is the first thing. Once you get really good at that, and then you want to add something else to it, there's other ways to be able to use Claude and use the AIs to create carousels and do other things. But if you're not consistently daily putting out something, or if you're already putting out something, but it's not consistent, layering this on top of it is going to give you more. The goal is not to remove what you're doing now. It's to give you a consistency to layer over the top of everything else, and to be able to build consistency in the message that you're trying to produce to the people that are potentially trying to find you. If I post today and somebody isn't looking for fitness yet, or they're looking and then I don't post it 10 days from now, when they finally get that pain point of, hey, I want to start something, they might not see your stuff. It also helps that if you have a very strong organic game and people like the organic, that they will then also get sent your paid stuff. So by having a more consistent organic, it also knows how to then, Meta knows how to then set up people to see your paid ads. So if you do this very well and do it very successfully or very repeatedly, then having that will also actually make your ads work better. And I've seen that consistently with the ads that we do as well.
I did throw into the chat that you've offered to take a volunteer as your live example today. So I think we already have. Now, I'll verbally say it real quick too. If you would like to have Joe use your gym for today's live walkthrough, use the raise hand option right now. We are going to unmute you and you will need to be able to answer questions. So make sure you're not like driving or doing anything where you can't answer. But I'll give you guys like a couple seconds to do that, and then I will just randomly pick someone from the list. And Joe is going to use your gym for today's live example. I think we had one more question. Let me see. And yes, this is
One more question.
this is being recorded, and I will email it to you all.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, can you see the raised hands? Do you want to pick somebody?
I don't, but I'm going to let you pick. So
All
let me
right,
just
let's
unmute them,
go.
and we will, I'm going to literally copy and paste, ask some questions that you'll see on the screen from Claude. And I'm going to try to type it. I'm not the best computer typer, but I will do my best to get every word you say. And then we will see how quickly and easily we can hopefully set this up and reproduce it.
All right, let's use Jerry. Jerry, I'm
Jerry.
gonna allow you to talk.
Hey, Jerry, where are you at?
I'm here. I don't know if you can see me.
Hi,
No, I don't
Jerry.
need to see. I just meant where are you at? Like what
Oh.
city, what state type
Oh,
deal.
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, nice. So, as you can see on my screen, or hopefully on your screen, prompt number 1, it's the onboarding interview. Basically, when you set this up on your Claude, you will copy the entire thing here. And then you're literally just going to go over to Claude and you're going to go paste, and then you're going to go enter. And hopefully, yes. Jerry, what's the name of your gym?
Core Fit San Antonio.
Core Fit in
Just Core Fit San Antonio.
Okay, Core Fit.
Yes, and there's no in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, there's technically no space between core and fit.
Yeah, I'll change it. Yeah, not a problem. Is it capital F?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. How long have you been running it?
I just bought it actually in January.
How long has it existed?
The name has been since January, but it was a CrossFit gym for like the last 10 years.
Okay. How long has it been a CrossFit gym?
About 10 years.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Again, you can make it less than a year if you want. It just depends on how much backstory you want to kind of give it. So basically this first part is it's just almost like a interview process with you and Claude. It's going to learn a little bit about, and then it's also going to do as like quick answers so that you don't have to get too in the weeds or worry about like what you're offering. Okay, so I hope you can read mine as well. What do you do at Core Fit? Are you CrossFit functional? Are you group fitness classes, open gym, something else?
Functional fitness, high rocks, and I actually do a Fusion Sweat 45 bootcamp style option.
All right, let's just stick with the group fitness boot camp, and high rocks. How's that for today? Again,
Okay.
you can do this way more detailed on your own when you like go back and do it. I just
Okay.
want to kind of give people the idea and show you how easy it is, that if you use the prompts, Claude will literally just ask you the questions. You just have to fill it out. We good with that? So then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's sifting through there. All right. What makes Core Fit to you different than your competitors? 10 words, elevator pitch.
I mean, we focus on every individual athlete, and we cater to their specific needs in every everyday workout.
Okay. Again, you can get as detailed or as minimal as you want. The more detail you give, the more it sounds or feels like you, the better. What are your membership numbers and prices? Just give me a rough, like regular number of members that you have on a month currently.
About 75.
And, average price. What's that?
Average, but we have about 75 members. Probably
Okay.
average 150.
$150.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Again, this is also going to give you some backstory on things that you can ask Claude in the future if you want some questions about what you should be working on, pricing, like different ideas, like you can use these prompts to be able to do that. I tried to build it out as much as I could. What's your team structure? Is it just you solo operator, you plus a small coaching staff, you plus a business partner,
Number
or
two.
something else? Go ahead.
Number two.
Two?
It's mainly me. I do have a few coaches that do a couple of classes, but mainly me.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
What do you personally, what are you responsible for? Do you do the marketing content?
Yes.
Do you do the billing and admin?
Yes.
Client retention and membership relations?
Yes.
Coaching, programming?
Yes.
Okay. Reason why I add that in there is you can also ask Claude ways to be able to build out different things, to be able to take things off your plate and look back at it in addition to just the social media stuff. So I try to be able to, like, I'm going to show one path of it, but you can be able to do different things with it as well. Business philosophy that resonates most: retention over acquisition, growth first, community first, or want to describe it in something else?
I mean, I would say retention over acquisition, although I definitely want to get more members, but.
Great. So we'll just say retention is key, but looking to attract more people to our gym. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Again, I try to make it so that it gives you some guidelines. I didn't want it to just be answer it randomly. So I gave 3 options, but always feel like if you need to put something else in there. I just wanted you to, like, know what kind of things I'm actually looking for. So what do you want help with most right now? Social media, marketing systems. We're going to go with social media because that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to click on that. If you want to use it for other things, you can ask it other questions and it'll continue to move forward as a gym owner, or like as basically somebody to be able to prompt up against it. All right. Okay. What's your voice tone when it writes, or when Claude writes for you? Direct and punchy, no fluff, warm and community driven, technical and detail oriented, or something else?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I like to be direct and punchy, but, you know, throw a little humor in it as well.
We're going to pick one of the 3 at the top, but what you can also do is, if you have a piece of copy or a Instagram post that you've made or a Facebook post that you've made, you can literally copy and paste it, enter it into this something else, and say, this is how I like to talk.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So which one do you want to try for today, just to see?
Direct and punchy is fine.
Direct and punchy, no fluff? Cool. All right. Awesome. So I'm pretty sure that that's it. It's got everything now. Now we're going to take it and we're going to build out the 90-day. I think it's 90 days, not 120 days. The thing. So it's got everything on there. It's going to give you kind of a quick overview. And then we're going to take it to the next step. So now we're going to go to prompting set number 2. Again, there's additionals down here. If you want to recontext Claude about new projects, you can highlight this and bring it into it, and it'll re-question you to change how it views the business currently and or what you're wanting to work on. If you want to change the voice and tone because you didn't like how it comes out, or you've changed and things have been working better on something else, you can copy and paste this one, prompt number 3, to change it within what you're already creating. So I just wanted to have ways to be able to go back and refresh it and or revise it after it's already been built out for you. So from there, we're going to go into prompt number 2. We're now just going to build out the 90-day content template. So all you're going to do is that you would take this 3rd page, you would take this entire thing, and you're going to just highlight the entire thing, and you're going to copy it. And then you're going to go back to Claude and boom, boom. Hopefully, let's see what happens. I've tried it twice now, but you never know. Who is your ideal member? What are you looking for? Are you looking for beginners, nervous about, or I should say, not your ideal member, but who would you like your social media to speak to the most? Beginners, nervous about starting, busy professionals short on time, or wide ranges of ages and levels, meaning that you have some kids programs, you also have some adults that are like late, and you don't really have like a set target audience?
I mean, it'd probably be busy professionals. I mean, we have all, ages and levels, but we don't really do kids. That's the only thing.
Got it. So, I mean, again, you can use one of these. You can also, I left every single one to be able to do something else. So, or the let me describe it, and it'll ask you another question about it. So we're just going to use this one for time purposes today. We're going to use busy professional short on time. Add into memory. It's going to take the entire thing. What are the 3 to 5 things that make CrossFit genuinely different than a big box gym or the gym down the street? 3 to 5 different things. You can use the things that it says there, or I mean, if you want to give me something more detailed.
Yeah, I mean, we are like family. We're
Family,
community
first.
Yeah.
Community. Okay.
And I mean, I guess, like I said, customization.
Perfect. There you go. Again, the goal of this is that, like, I mean, you can keep going back to it and being able to refine it, but I wanted to be able to ask you to be able to define what your business is, so that you're not just saying the same thing as me, so that it takes a blank template and creates it for your gym, not what I've created for mine. I don't want it to sound like my gym or a bunch of people all saying the exact same thing. So what does a typical group fitness boot camp or high rep session look like at CrossFit?
It's a 45 minutes to an hour long, led by a coach.
How's that?
Yeah.
45-minute coach-led group fitness class, wide range of ages, skills, and people. Good?
Looks
Good,
good.
Jerry?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, let's keep going. Hopefully I can do this in 10 minutes so I can answer questions and stuff like that. Do you have any signature programs, class names, a founding story, or phrases you always use? Like, do you have a phrase or like a catchphrase or like a community, like a tagline, or like do you have a slogan?
No, I don't.
Okay, not a problem. Do you have anything that, like, do you have like, these are my 3 pillars, or do you have like best in San Antonio? Like, do you use anything like that?
I don't. I've
Okay.
kind of seen
Not a
like
problem.
best functional fitness in San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just go with that for now. Again, you can go back and change this stuff. It doesn't need to, like, just whatever you create on the first day. Don't let it like stop you from moving forward. Like, let it like maybe have you think about your business and better think about like what you might want to do to be able to do that. So last one, is there anything CrossFit should never say, or a specific competitor approach you want to differentiate against? Does that make sense? Or you need...
We offer more than just one type of programming, so we have
Gotcha.
a variety of programming options.
How's that? Variety of programming options to meet you where you're at.
I like it.
Cool. All right. So now what's going to do is it's going to take all the stuff that you've said, and it's now going to build it into a 90-day calendar, into a Word document that literally you're just going to use and create to post back and forth between the two. It's going to create the entire 90 days. So think about the same thing that we just did with that word scramble, where like you're like, fuck, this is 5 like hard words. It took me a second to create this. Think about if I gave you 90 words and asked you to create all of them very differently, but all of them about your gym, how difficult and time consuming that would be. Most people probably wouldn't start. So what you're going to do is you're just going to literally run this again on a free platform. You don't have to pay for the paid. You don't have to do the more expensive ones or anything like that. But you're literally just going to hand it off with all the questions you've answered and that Claude's prompted you. And it's going to create your entire 90-day marketing blueprint for you to sit down once a week and upload 1 post a day to Monday through Sunday. From day 1, day 2, day 3, you're just going to do days 1 through 7. And then next week, you're going to do 8 through 14, and then you're going to do 15 through 21, so on and so forth. You can do more, you can do less. You can do one a day if you want to do it. I find that sitting down for like 10 minutes every Sunday or every Monday and just hacking out 7 of them at a time is better than trying to sit down every single day because you get busy or something like that. And it's also better than trying to do an entire week's worth, or I'm sorry, an entire month's worth all at once. All 3 work. I've just found that once a week, being able to put it out there for the rest of it is usually the best. Questions for me, Jerry?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I actually didn't know, Reagan. Any other questions, Reagan? Anybody else along the way confused, asked more? Like, sorry, I didn't see it.
No, you're good. We're actually doing good with questions right now. The 2 most common questions are how do I get the documents, which they are in the resources tab. If you're having issues with that, I can try dropping them again as links, and I will also be emailing them to you all with the recording. And
Yeah, I see one from Leo asking, it says, how did you get Hyrox training solutions over your picks? Was that a recent question? Yeah.
yeah,
It's a little bit, or that was way back there.
go ahead. Yeah, that one.
So if you into an AI, why this is loading, I'll just kind of tell you. In any of the AIs, GPT, Claude, if you upload a photo, say remove the background and then save that photo. So like I took one from Center that said Hyrox Training Solution. I then removed the background from the picture, asking Claude to do so, save that as a photo, and then married it to my photo. So I said, now I want you to layer this over the top of one of my photos. And we do that on a regular basis or a regular cadence. So like if you see like, I'll just go to this one. I'll go to Strip Bar. Oh, shit. Why it's still loading. So like it did all those like as the words, but like if you just go to like, if I go to my Strip Barbell, I think this is what he's referencing is this one here. The only complete Hyrox training solution in Las Vegas. That's the same thing. It's just taking a photo that I already had and adding another photo, which is just the writing, and having Claude marry the 2 together. Something that's worked well for me lately is that I've been doing this one where it actually is the photo with it over the top and then it without, and then doing a carousel of 5 photos with 5 training solutions over the top of the exact same photos so that people will actually post the ones that are of them. But then for marketing purposes, I get this on the same slide and it gives me 10 slides. I know it's a different topic than what we're talking about, but just a different one. Here we go. So already done 90 days of content, already built out, already here. So we're just going to use the first one, or we're just going to look at the first one. If you can see it on the side, you won't be the least fit person here. Okay, so day 1, over the top of the picture, it'll add, you won't be the least fit person here. The description will be, walking into a new gym is scary because you assume everyone's already got it figured out. That fear alone keeps more people out of the gym than the actual workout ever could. How we're different. At CoreFit, our boot camp classes mix total beginners with people who've trained for years. Same class, same coach, different scaling for every single person. Nobody's watching you. They're too busy working on their own stuff. So the third part of this is that you will take the actual document and you will marry it to a photo to produce the made photos. So what you're going to do is you're going to just download this entire document onto your computer as a Word file here. And then you're going to go back to the postings. You're going to go to the third one, which is the AI post. You're now going to come down here and you're going to go, I've attached, copy. And then you're going to go back to Claude. You're going to exit out of that because you've already got it saved. You're going to post that right down there at the bottom. You're then going to add a file. You're going to go to downloads. I just downloaded that. We're going to try a photo, see what happens. Grab a photo from anywhere inside your business. So let's just go tread. Oh, that's videos. Sorry. Videos, pictures. Shit. Let me just go Sorry, guys. I should have just had a picture pulled out. These are all movies. There we go. Shit. There you go. I'll just use this one just because it's me. And then you're going to hit enter. And it's going to ask you which day are you posting today, because it's X. And I want to say I want to post day 1, or I would like to make day 1. Come on, work the first time. So I look like a genius. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Okay. Last thing it's going to ask is that it's going to ask for a standard footer. Again, that's just something that you want to create on your own. It's going to do the entire thing. It's going to ask you for your footer. What you're going to do is you're going to drop it at the bottom here, is that you're just going to paste it from your Instagram. So if you don't have one, you're just going to have to create something. Again, if you want to use mine as a template, feel free, but like make it your own, make it unique to you. But I'm just going to go here onto a post at the Strip CrossFit. And then I'm going to go to any of them, and I'm just going to highlight this. This is my footer. I mean, this is my testimonial to every single post. I want that to be the same across the board. Before I paste this in, this footer is at, but everything else is in the calendar. Want me to use the exact. Oh, shoot. It's because I'm using my gym, but I'm using your gym. That's why. Yeah, swap out. I'll just have it. Yeah, don't steal my stuff, but you could just use it, and then it'll ask you to change it. Swap out CrossFit and everything city related to there. Forgot about that and pulling my photo and my stuff. And it should just create your photo. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to take that photo, and then it's going to build out the copy below it. And then you're just going to literally post it to the other side. So a couple of flag, use placeholder. Okay. Yeah. And the photo.
Joe, it might want to think there. So I've got 2 questions for you.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure that goes through. Okay, what's up?
2 from Lauren. 1,
yeah.
How are you mass scheduling posts? And then 2, is the footer beneficial for like showing up organically? What benefit do you see using that footer?
It's the why should people believe you? If that makes sense. Meaning that like you're telling a story and hopefully giving some type of context to like the gym, or like how we're different and how we can help you. But then you want to have something that gives a call to action and a why people should believe you about your gym compared to somebody else. So you want to get intentional about those. The things of like how many Google reviews, like best gym in San Antonio that Jerry had said. I mean, whatever you want to stand out as the differentiator, it just is a constant reminder of this is who we are. And then the thing that changes is the daily portion. So if you can see it over here to the side, it's already added the photo to it. It put it at the bottom. If you just want to move this to the middle of the photo, you can do that as well. You just say, hey, put it in the center of the photo, or you can leave it at the bottom or at the top or wherever you want it and be able to do that. So you would basically just download this photo. You would then download this portion here, is that you would just take this entire thing, you would copy and paste it, and then you would be able to add it to either your Instagram directly, or, I mean, if you want to buy different ones, or there's $10 a month ones like Buffer, which is what we use, where you can schedule out up to 30 days worth of content. I think you can get up to 7 per day for free. Otherwise, you got to pay like $10 or $15 per month per platform, and you can post it to multiples at the same time. So you could create or have this on your left-hand side there, and then you could have what's our Buffer account. I'll just show you. you could have this over here and being able to, here, I'll just show my CrossFit one for a second. Show you. I don't want to get everybody in the weeds. But you could go to it and you could be able to see every single thing that you have published for the day. So like right now I have 42 pieces of content every single day on average for the entire month, all scheduled out ahead of time using this style, along with some other things that we've layered in as we've gotten better at doing the certain things. Like one of my coaches does the carousels. Another one of my coaches does this post here every single day. And they each work together, assigned to it. And then we just duplicate it for Facebook, for TikTok, and for Instagram. It's the exact same 10 posts, but it's created across all 3 platforms. Does that answer the question, kinda? Do you have a follow-up question to that?
Bill, Buffer is for post scheduling. I dropped a link. I'll drop it again. I've also used Later. I used to use Later.
Yeah, Later works. It was just Buffer. At a mastermind that I was at, Buffer was the one that they used and the one that they recommended. It's pretty super easy to do, and I mean, yeah, that's why. I mean, you can sit down in one day and do the entire week, and then you can literally just copy and paste it for weeks to come if you want as well, and being able to build that out over each day. But again, guys, like the biggest thing that I want to like stress is that like, don't see the amount of things that I'm doing and say like, I can't do that. You have to start somewhere. It's like starting at a CrossFit gym or starting at a boot camp or starting with something like you watch the guy and you're like, well, I can't do bar muscle ups, so therefore I'm not going to show up on a Tuesday. Like you need to get the ring row first, and then you need to get the strict pull up, and then you need to get the chest to bar. Then we need to work the kip, and then we can finally talk about the bar muscle up day 90. I've been doing content now and posting organic stuff for over 3 years every single day. But you have to start with the basics, and you have to start with something. And then as you get good, as you get better at it, it becomes faster, and I'm able to do it much faster. And now my hour that used to take me an hour takes me 10 minutes. So I sit there with the rest of the 60 minutes and I add more posts to it using AI, using Claude in the same type of way. You could take this same thing and say, hey, I want to create a carousel. I want to use 5 photos, and I want the saying across the top on 5 of them, and I don't want it on 5, and I want the same copy or the same caption below each one, or for the entire thing. Can you create that? And it's going to say, what day do you want to use? You say, all right, let's use day 2, and then it'll move that forward. But doing it inconsistently doesn't help you. Showing up every day and at least putting forth one per day and doing it for 30, 60, 90 days. And then when you run the next cycle, adding another thing to it, because you'll get better at it and it'll take you less time. The workout will take you less time the 90th time you do it. So the 90th time you sit down with Claude and with Buffer and with Instagram, it's going to only take you a matter of time compared to the very first time that you have to set everything up. And then the second week is going to be a little harder or a little easier. And then by the time you get to that last week of the 90 days, it's going to feel like you can do it in about 7 minutes, and that you know the clicks inside and out.
Joe, you made a really good point when we were prepping for this about how often people are almost like paralyzed to post because you're trying too hard to post something that might go viral or might perform really well. Whereas when you're posting consistently, you can actually see what content of yours does resonate with people versus trying to guess with like infrequent posts that you think people might like.
Yeah. So, to that point of like trying to worry about viral. Well, if you get one post that gets 10,000 views, well, if that is super inconsistent, you're not sure how you do that. I can also, to get 1,000 views, I can get 10 pieces of content that each get 100 views.
Mm-hmm.
And if I post the 10 pieces of content that get 100 views each, I can look at those 10 and see which one did best, and now better understand what I should move forward with for my next 10. If I constantly sit there and am paralyzed that like it's not going to get any views and I post nothing, I have nothing to compare it to, and I have nothing to refine from.
Yep, the NFL fucked up with this one. They let
What's
the
that? Is that me?
get a
I don't know who that is.
Maybe is it my social media? Oh, I was like, maybe I had something playing on the background.
I'm like trying
Yeah.
to find him.
Yeah. Is there other questions? I mean, again, this is about AI marketing, but I mean, if there's other marketing or like AI questions, I mean, I know it was originally scheduled for an hour. I mean, we're about 10 minutes away from an hour now, but I mean, I have hour and a half blocked out or extra time. If there's questions, I'm happy to help. Again, guys, like the biggest thing that I want you to know is like, I'm not a guru who sits behind the computer all day and does this. I mean, I'm a gym owner who owns 4 gyms and have a lot on my plate with doing all of those. I'm not here to sell you a service. I'm not here to have you sign up for my thing. I'm not here to say that this is the best way to do it. I'm just, as a gym owner, trying to give you one more tool to make it so that you can get more consistency and be able to do something on a regular basis that is beneficial to your business. That's it.
Bill asked, could you ask Claude to proof the best posts? You might have to elaborate, Bill.
You mean like have it connect with your Instagram to say which posts are the best? You can. It takes probably a little bit more like integration. You can also, if you have a business account, you can go onto your main page, go to your dashboard, and then go to insights. Yeah, content. Come on, slow. My internet's not the best at my house. And then you can go right here, content insights, and you can go all accounts engaged, and then you can go the highest, and then you can go last 30 days. You can go, I think last 90 is the longest, but you can go through and be able to like see like what's getting the best over the last 90 days. Like you can see all my posts from today, 270, 200, oh shit, didn't work. But like, again, the goal is not that I need that one magical piece of viral content. The goal is consistency and getting in front of eyeballs more frequently. If I just look at it and let me go 30 days, just for some reason it's messing up. I go to the longer ones. If you just look at all of your content and you just look at the different tools to it, like the biggest thing is just I need to get in front of more people, and I need more people to know about my gym and more people to know about like my stuff. And like the goal is like increase that number. Like you're going to increase it by doing a bunch of 200 view posts. You don't need 100,000 view posts to be able to do it. You can do it with zeros. You can do it with 6,000s. And you can do it with ones that get 300, 200, 200. If I do 10 pieces of content that each get 200, that's 2,600 people that saw my stuff. And if you look at it, it's not from your followers. It's from non-followers. 68% is from non-followers. Or I'm sorry, 31% is from non-followers on this stuff.
Joe, we've got 2 more questions that just, so one, can you talk about cross-posting between platforms? Like, are you, when you upload to Instagram, just having it post to Facebook?
No.
Well,
no, I use Buffer and I have separate for each. It is the same though. I don't use the go ahead and post it over to Facebook. Again, it's not the end of the world. It's better than nothing, but I do have them post as separate posts on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok now.
And then Dave asked, how often do you also boost posts on meta ads to get the posts in front of like non-followers? So
with the new algorithm, Andromeda or whatever, Andromeda, you can pay for more eyeballs, but if you have good stuff and you have consistent stuff, the algorithm will just put it in front of new people. The old social media was that the only way that people would see your stuff is if they follow you. the new social media is that Instagram, Facebook will suggest it. That's where, like, when you're scrolling and you see like the follow button on the top right, they will suggest it to people that are looking for similar type stuff. If people are constantly seeking high rocks or seeking CrossFit or group fitness or fitness in general, and you're using those terms, then it will put your content in front of them, follower or not.
And I went ahead and put your ads strategy webinar that you ran with CrossFit. I just dropped the link in the chat if anyone's curious. But Joe did stress to me that like successfully running ads is dependent on having really good organic content. So that's why we went with this today. This is like your step one. You want to get consistent with posting organic content, know what's performing well, and then you can look into which of those posts then you want to turn into ads.
It also finds, or just to add one more point to that, if you're not posting regularly, it will serve your paid stuff to everybody, which will result in very high priced leads. If you are doing organic very well, it will serve your paid stuff to the people that are already looking at your free stuff that haven't maybe pulled the trigger, if that makes sense.
All right, guys, any other questions? Lauren, I just fixed that link. If you want to click on that blue text again. If you guys are having issues, here's the raw link. Guys, I'll include that in the email follow-up as well.
Again, play with it, adjust it, know that the first thing that comes off, it's a lot like a first employee. Like, you're going to need to change it. You're going to need a redirection. Like, everybody that walks into your gym the first time as a coach might not coach identical to how you want it, but you have to give feedback and you need to correct. Claude and the different AI platforms are the same thing. It's not going to be perfect the very first time. I tried to get it as good as I can, but if you do want it to sound slightly different, you just need to adjust and or give feedback to say, hey, I really like this, or like, hey, I don't want any of the like M dashes or different things like that. But I mean, there's a lot of different ways to be able to work with it, but you just have to like use it and get comfortable putting it out there.
All right, cool. One more second for questions. I'm also dropping our webinar playlist link on YouTube here. If you guys are like wanting it, the recording ASAP, that's where it will show up first. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will get a notification when that posts. Any last questions for Joe?
Can I see in the chat, can you put a thumbs up or a heart if this was helpful, or you'd like to see more stuff like this in the future, where it's not just telling people they should post more, but actual like working stuff? Thanks, Adam. Adam, I gave you this a month ago. I still haven't seen you using it.
Uh-oh, Adam. Well, live
Thanks, guys.
Cool, guys. Yeah, so real quick before we jump, just want to note one thing. I know we recently launched an AI tool in Wodify called Ask Wodify. If you have questions about your business data and business performance and like strategic, if you want strategic business advice based off of that, Ask Wodify is your place for like those questions. It's a secure place to ask those questions. And then using an external tool like Claude, ChatGPT can be great for use cases like this, like Joe showed today, where you're having it create images, captions, that sort of thing. So just wanted to clarify kind of the distinction between how to use those two tools. George is one of your 22,000 drops.
Yeah, right. I think we're at almost 30K now, but yeah, it's up there. Thanks, George.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Joe. This was great.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Live.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.